my gosh, this is a dream come true. I'm so grateful for the timing of how everything has happened. When I was here last year, we were launching the show. There was a huge part of me that was just dying that I couldn't come back sooner. And I've been working on another project that has just wrapped and finished a tour. So I'm so excited. And to be here with Gavin, who's one of my best friends, is just a complete fantasy.
Being back on the West End is a dream. It's like my second home. It has a crackle to it that reminds me of all the times I've been here before. I mean, there's my favorite places to eat and my favorite tea spots, and then walking down to come to the stage door. I walked by the stage door on my way to all three shows because I lived in Covent Garden and I would always wonder what was going on in the Adelphi Theater. Now I know.
Well, there's the one I've had my eye on forever and ever is The Princess Bride. However, I believe it's already in the works, so I missed the boat on that one. But yeah, there are other ones that are floating around. I think now that I know how much work it is, I have to make it a very sober decision, not after a bottle of wine. Like, I'll write that musical. Yeah.
Being back in the show, because I only got to do it for 1 month in New York. I was only there 4 weeks, and 4 weeks is not nearly enough time to understand and get. I built a family quickly because I loved those people in that building. But even to get 2 more weeks here, 6 weeks total, January 27th to March 7th, is a blessing because I know I'm gonna fall fast in love with these people and this band and the crew and everybody, and just to be able to be here again is special.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if I could choose. There's been so many. I think one of the proudest moments was even prior to our opening on Broadway was the very first time we had a full audience in the theater. It was our first preview with the first audience up in Cambridge and Boston on our out-of-town tryout, and just watching the show be executed so beautifully, start to finish. And of course it had tons of little tweaks and we would go on to change the show 10 million times, but that first night was really thrilling. Yeah.
My pie would be called the Gooey Gooey Gavin pie, and it would definitely have peanut butter. There would be some kind of stretchy thing, like a caramel of some kind. There'd be a crumble, crusty thing on the top, and I think maybe some chocolate in there somewhere. It's got to be chocolate. Chocolate and peanut butter is so American, but it's so good. Oof. And when you cut into it, it would just do that thing. It was like stretchy, gooey Gavin pie. Yeah.
I love that Jenna is unpredictable. Even as someone who's seen the show so many times and helped to create the show, I always take away something different from her story, and I love that she's a survivor. She's really scrappy and resilient, and she's funny, and she's unpredictable. And I sort of love that she like everything changes. She changes inside the life of this show, and so I love getting to tell that story.
Who do I love like a table? My dog, Wally. I mean, he's bizarre and weird and kind of a dick, but I just love him like a table.
Yeah, definitely a vocal warm-up is 100% must make time for that. I'm actually really excited about the company warm-ups here because we don't do that in the States, and so to have a dedicated set of time where you're with your cast, prepping, getting into your body, getting into your voice, I think that's going to be actually really special. So I'm excited about that. And the pre-show ritual, we did it on Broadway where the whole cast gets together and everybody puts their hand in and you name a pie for every show. So every show got a different pie. And I don't know if they do that here or not. I have to find out.
It's my favorite song she's ever written. It's my favorite song to sing in the show. It's You Matter to Me in the second act. I just think it's lyrical and musical perfection. Simple. It's the sentiment that I dream of most in the world, and I think a lot of people, maybe all of us, dream of being seen and loved and mattering to somebody. I love it. Yeah, yeah.
It's not often you get to collaborate with someone in an artistic fashion where there's so much profound love and respect that just exists outside of that realm too. So I get to come to work with someone who I trust implicitly, that I believe in, that I admire, and that I learn from all the time. So it's just a joy. Yeah.
She doesn't take herself too seriously. Yet she's totally professional, and the only thing better than all of that is getting to hear that voice in your ear every night. There's nobody better. There's nobody better. I will go on record to say she's the greatest female voice in pop music. I believe it. I don't think there's anybody who's singing better, more musically. There's amazing. All those other people are amazing, but I think she sits at the top of the cake.
I think my favorite is She Used to Be Mine. It was the first song I wrote for the show, and it has stuck with me as just sort of like the window into the world of Waitress. So that song, and watching the fact that that song has had a life outside the show at this point in such a beautiful way, it makes it incredibly meaningful. So that's my favorite one.
Look, if you haven't seen Waitress yet, you have 6 weeks, January 27th to March 7th. It's going to keep going, but you got to come see Sara Bareilles. She's right over there, and she's in here, and she's soon going to be in your heart. I'll be there too, but I'm the guy who'll just be waving his arms around next to her. Bye, see you soon.